1% really quick. Good charger.
Welcome back, everybody, to Felix the FANDOM live stream. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And today we have a couple of movie news or captures that we're gonna look into. We're gonna be talking about Squid Game today. We're gonna be talking about Jumanji. We're gonna be talking about Scary Movie, the Pinocchio movie, Mortal Kombat, Godzilla, Halloween, Alien, so much more. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button, because we do live streams every Saturday at 8 or 8:30 or 8:45. So, all right, guys, I just want to see Hayden, stop. Sorry, guys, it's my son. But if you guys are here, go ahead and go ahead and put your comments on the chat. I want to see if you guys are here hanging out with me today. But yeah, man. So let's get into our first news of the day, and that will be let's see. That will be let's get into our first news today. That will be about Squid Game. Let's talk about Squid Game for a minute. Okay, so I think it was this past. I didn't get on X, guys. Sorry, I didn't get on X. Okay. Okay. So, sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to Squid Game. So earlier this week, they released a full-length trailer. I don't want to say a full-length trailer because it's not really a full-length trailer. It's more like a, little like teaser-ish trailer. But let's see what they talk about. Let's see. Let me get my live stream straight real quick. Okay, so okay. So earlier this week, Netflix has released kind of a trailer of Squid Game season 2, right? Now, if you guys don't know what Squid Game is basically a show that came out in either I think it was South Korea, and that's a foreign show, and it's about these players that go in that are going through a lot of financial stability or who are unstable in their finances, who are going through some things, who are in debt or things like that, right? And these people, society, whatever you want to call it, government, whatever it is, ask them if they want to play some games, earn some money, kind of like basically it's a trick on who could survive and everything. And throughout the show, they have these different type of games that that they play, and of course, if you go more, the deeper the games, the more dangerous it gets, and people's lives are at stake. And so the game is the last person to be alive at the end of the game gets all the money that gets collected from other people that are falling, right? So season 1 was a very great show. I remember it coming out 4 years ago, and it was a very great show. There was some episodes that I cried in because it was emotionally really, really impactful to me, especially that marble episode. That marble episode is my personal favorite because that marble episode just had so many twists and turns, and it was just like, oh my god, it was just so wild for that episode. But I just wanted to see so they released season 2, right? Oh yeah, I can't play that. Okay, I'm gonna get demonetized. So they released season 2, right? And they show here that I don't remember his name. I think it's Kang Yoon, or I personally don't remember, but he goes back inside the Squid Game. For the reason why, I'm not sure why he would go back. Maybe to sabotage the games from the inside or anything like that. So I'm not very sure. But throughout the show, or throughout the episode, like you can see here that he's in here with the red light, green light, telling them to like, hey, stop, don't move, because he knows the game already. So that's pretty interesting. And then you see all these people, whether they want to stay or go. And then he tells them that, hey, you know what, he was part of the game, and that, like, why would you come back to the game if you know these games are life or death. And of course we know the masked person is there, which if I'm not gonna say any spoilers here if you haven't seen the show, but you know the guy's still there, and then you know there's some specific people coming back for this show. But I'm very as one of the new characters. I don't remember his name, but I'm very I'm very excited for this show. Again, season 1 was a huge banger for like a lot of us, for a lot of people when it first came out. Oh, wrong one. When it first came out, it was a huge banger. So I'm hoping that this show will go into more depth or go into more details on why the Squid Game exists, or because the first one we know who created it and it was a huge plot twist or plot point. But this one I want them to go into like who created it, who started it, why was the idea made to make these type of games, why humans, why people. So I want them to get into more detail, right? So the reason why I bring up Squid Game is because if you guys don't know, I think it was announced I think last year that they were going to do an English version of Squid Game, and it was supposed to be directed, I think, from the guy who did Deadpool, if I'm not mistaken. What was that? It was supposed to be here. English. So it was okay. So here it is. So let's see. So it was this guy. Where's the zoom in? So it's this guy right here. All right. So an English language Squid Game series is officially in the works. David Fincher is developing the series. So if you guys don't know, David Fincher. So when I heard this news, I was like, David Fincher, like, really? David Fincher, out of all people? I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it. I get why they want him. Sorry, it's David Fincher. David Fincher. Whoa, Funster. Whoa, not that guy. The heck? David Fincher. No, not David Fuentes. Chihuahua. David Fincher. Okay, David Fincher. You look at his filmography. Filmography. Wait, is this guy? Wait a minute. Is it the same guy? Okay, I got the. Okay, guess I got someone there. Okay, so you look at filmography, right? David Fincher is the type of guy that likes to do like kind of like mysterious, sort of action, not sort of action packed type of genre. You know, he's more like thriller, crime, serial killer ish. So of course he did a movie like The Killer, Monk, Gone Girl, The Dragon Tattoo, Social Network. He's done Benjamin Button, Zodiac, Fight Club, The Game, Seven, Alien 3, which we all know Alien 3 is one of the worst movies of all time. So David Fincher doing a Squid Game series as an English remake or reboot, I guess. I'm okay with this. And like I said, I like when we do some things different. If we're gonna do like a remake, reboot, or an English version of a show, I want to see something different because the show we already have that's good. We already have it in Japanese. We already have it in Korean. So there's no point on redoing the story again, but doing it in English, right? So that's just not gonna make sense. So David Fincher is officially in the works with doing the series. How do I feel about this? I'm actually okay with this. As long as David Fincher does something completely different. I'm not saying get rid of the games, get rid of the Squid Games, get rid of all these other things that make Squid Game, right? Keep the games, keep the characters, keep the players, keep the money aspect, keep all that good stuff, right? But if you want to change the story up, you know, instead of the main character from Squid Game going through family issues or you know, he's in financial debt, maybe this one could be about maybe he lost popularity, maybe he lost fame, maybe he's trying to get trust or respect or people's trust back, you know, from people, and he has to do these games in order to maybe to win them over or to let them know like, hey, I'm being serious and something, right? So I'm curious. I'm very curious about this Squid Game English version that's officially in the works. I'm hoping they will stick the landing. I'm hoping they do it. I'm hoping they don't do just copy and paste of the Korean version. I would hate that. Again, if you want to keep the suits the same, the games the same, go ahead. But make the story different. That would be completely different from the Squid Game that we already know and love. Okay, so I'm okay with this. But like I said, as long as they do something different, right? Okay, another movie topic that we want to talk about is Jumanji. Now, if you guys don't know, the Jumanji series right here. So, if you guys don't know, if you guys are in love with the Jumanji series, um, right here. So, if you guys don't know, so Jumanji 3 is officially in the works. Finally, after what, 4, 5 years? Let's see. When was the last Jumanji movie? Jumanji. The last movie. Uh. So the last movie. The last movie came out in 2019. That was 5 years ago. And Jumanji 3 is coming out 2026. So that's 7 years later. Now, we all know, we all love Jumanji, the original Jumanji. That's just, Robin Williams is such a classic. I would watch that movie every day. I know a lot of people don't really like the Jumanji with The Rock and Kevin Hart and, Jack Black and the girl, I forget her name is. They don't really like these movies for some reason, but a lot of people like these movies, right? I know Jumanji made a ton of money. The Next Level made a lot more money. So I can tell why they like these movies. Now, what they can do for the third movie, they could basically continue with how they left off in the second movie. If you guys don't know, in the second movie, the players go back into their real bodies and no longer the game characters. They go back to their normal bodies. But at the end of the movie, I think it was a post-credit scene or the after-credit scene. I don't really remember. That the real players get out. I think they go have a coffee shop, and all of a sudden, these animals who were in the game are out in the real world. So they're technically going to do like the first original movie did, with the animals, the characters that were in the board game are going to make their appearance into the real world on Earth, like with us, right? So we can tell that these characters, the game characters, are going to meet the characters who are playing them, like the characters from the real world, right? So they could easily do that, or they could just do something completely different, which I would hate if they do something completely different, because that's just not gonna flow well into the next movie. But I could see that Jumanji 2 could be a huge success, right? I know it's 7 years late after 2019, because that's a very long time, but because the past two Jumanji movies did really well in the box office, they almost made $1 billion. I can see them not putting this plug anytime soon. They're gonna make a third Jumanji movie, so I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I just hope they don't mess it up like every other movie, like Star Wars, Jurassic World, and all that stuff. They don't mix up the second and third movie up. So I'm hoping this third movie is good. I'm hoping that I end up liking it. I'm hoping that it does a final conclusion to the Jumanji series, man. I really hope so, because I really love that first Jumanji movie. So I'm excited for that. Okay. So another movie we're going to talk about is Scary Movie. If y'all have not been keeping up, this is where things get very interesting. Now, as we know, the Scary Movie franchise it's one of those franchises that everyone holds dear to their heart. For many reasons, right? These movies are classics. These movies are hilarious. These movies, oh man. Okay, like these movies are, they're classic. They're very close to people's hearts. They're just pure funny. But you gotta admit, the only ones that people love and that are super funny is Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2. There's some people who love Scary Movie 3. I love Scary Movie 3. I think it's still funny even without the Wayne brothers, but it's not as funny as 1 and 2. Scary Movie 4, not a lot of people like, but it's, I know these movies don't have the Dwayne brothers. 3, 4, and 5. I know a lot of people don't like Scary Movie 4, but personally for me, I kind of find it funny. I just me, because I still love Brenda, I still love Cindy in this movie. It just I just find it super funny. So I know it's not the best. I know it's not the best one out of the movies, but it's funny. Then Scary Movie 5, man, Scary Movie 5 was just awful, dude. This movie, when I first saw this movie, I did not find this movie funny. I did not find this movie hilarious. I did not even laugh, not even one time in this movie. You know what? Let's see. What was the box office of this movie? What was the box office? What was the box office? Okay. Box Office Mojo. Let's see how much it made. Okay. Budget was 20 million and it only made 78 million. Domestically 32, internationally 46. Yeah, man. I don't think that was very good. I don't think a lot of people like this movie. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like this movie. Um, yeah, a lot of people did not like this movie because it just was the same. Cindy was not in it. Brenda was not in it. You know, it just the jokes were cringe. They were not that funny. So I understand why. So, but basically, the ones that the Wayne brothers did was 1 and 2. Now, if you guys don't know this, the controversy behind it when the Wayne brothers brought this movie up, they who was I forgot the company's name, but they worked with the company and they made Scary Movie 1 and 2. They wrote the scripts, they made the jokes, so that's why they were funny. But when Scary Movie 3 came out, the company took away the rights from the Wayne brothers and they made the movie. That's what the Wayne brothers said a long time ago, that they should have sued the company because they took their idea and they made the movie just for profit. But they didn't do it because they're just like, you know, we're not those type of people that will sue. We're just not going to. So we'll always ask ourselves, man, when's the next scary movie gonna come out? Even if they make the next scary movie, they're not gonna go back to the jokes or anything because people are just sensitive these days, and you know today's audiences are just not the same as back in the day, you know. But man, guys, all of a sudden, last week, all of a sudden, Martin Wayne came out and said, "Hey guys, yeah, that new scary movie you heard about, yeah, we're back. We're back after 20 years. We're coming back to this franchise." And holy smack, bro. My expectation and my excitement for this movie went from 20% all the way to 80%. I'm 80% excited for this movie. Like that the Wayne brothers are the people who made these movies funny. They're the ones who made these movies hilarious. They're the one who wrote the script. They're the one who made the jokes. So to have finally the Wayne brothers, now it's not clear if they're gonna direct the movies, if they're going to no, I'm sorry, if they're gonna be in the movie physically as actors portraying Ray and Shorty, or they're just coming back just to write the script, to produce it. So it's not clear. But they are coming back to another scary movie, and man, that just brings so much excitement. And then he posted a picture with a parody Ghostface. Man, you know what? Every scary movie makes fun of something, right? Yeah, scary movie fun. I makes fun of Scream, and I know what you did last summer. Scary movie 2 makes fun of The Exorcist. Scary movie 3 makes fun of Signs and Alien, Signs and the Grudge, right? Scary movie 4 makes fun of War of the Worlds. Scary movie 5 makes fun of Mama and all these other movies, right? So it would be so hilarious and funny if Scary Movie 5 makes fun of reboots and remakes. We just had the Scream franchise get rebooted with Scream 5, Scream 6. Wouldn't it be funny if the Martin brothers come back into this movie and after they bring back Ghostface? Because it makes sense. Ghostface came back with the reboot. Then you can also bring back parody Ghostface to try to parody that event that took place in the movie. So seeing Ghostface here, man, I honestly think they might bring him back. I honestly think so because this guy was just so hilarious. You know, with that scene, you know, it's just so funny. So the Wayne brothers coming back to Scary Movie is a huge win for me. I think that's a great move. I think that's a great idea. I'm so glad the Wayne brothers and the company got together and made amends. They made peace with each other because again, if this Scary Movie was being made without the Wayne brothers, it would have had a lot of red flags because the Wayne brothers are those type of guys that they don't care about people's feelings. If the joke offends you, who cares? They just want to make people laugh, and that's what they want to do. So they don't care about backlash. They don't care about all these sensitive feelings. They don't care, man. They just want to make people laugh. And so I'm excited. I can't wait for this movie to come out. I'm going to be there day one with my ticket, with my wife, and with my brothers because I love the scary movies. Just 1, 2, and 3, and 4, not 5. Never again. So that's it for Scary Movie, man. Okay, let's talk about the new Pinocchio movie that's coming out. The new horror franchise, right? Oh, not horror franchise, but Pinocchio. The new Pinocchio movie that's coming out. Okay. So you guys don't know, Pinocchio is coming out. These are the same people you don't know that came that did they did where is that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the picture. Okay. I can't find it, but I'll find it later. Okay, so this is basically for the next we all know the Poonieverse, right? But, you know, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. They're coming out with a Peter Pan movie. They're coming out with the Pinocchio movie. They're coming out with I think it was Sleeping Beauty or something like that. And then of course they made Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, right? You know, bringing all these iconic childhood characters to serial killers, right? So we all know Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, the first movie was atrocious. That movie was just awful, horrible. It was so unwatchable. But it made a lot of money. And you know, I know for a fact they did that for a cash grab. Easy, right? But they made Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. And they're coming up with, you know, Peter Pan, Never Ending Nightmare that's coming out. So the next film they're coming with is gonna be this Pinocchio that's part of the Pooniverse movie. Where all the movies are gonna come together. Well, these killers are gonna come together to make their own Avenger movie, right? So the next movie is gonna be a twisted childhood universe building towards a Pooniverse monster assemble movie, right? And it is going to be about the Pinocchio movie. And honestly, guys, this first look of the Pinocchio, I kind of dig it. I honestly, God, I really dig this. I really dig this look. This look looks pretty. It looks pretty scary. It really does. I like the wood style. I like the edges. I like the cuts. I like the carvings. I like the hair. I like the nose. Like the details on this doll looks really nice, man. And not only that, but the best thing is that the same animatronic team that did the animatronics for the Child's Play remake that came back in 2019 are the same people who are going to do animatronics in this Pinocchio movie. That's why when they released this poster, it's the exact same poster from the Child's Play movie, which is super cool. You know, it's a you know, a callback or reminiscent. You know, so it's really good. It's really awesome. But the thing is, like, you see this animatronic here. That looks. I actually thought it was CGI first. But no, this is actual animatronics. This looks really good. And I'm thinking to myself, man, why wasn't this in Child's Play? How come this type of animatronic work was not in Child's Play? Was it because, you know, it was not, maybe it was the same company, but not the same people who did the animatronic? Maybe because the budget limits that Child's Play had, you know? So, like, the doll itself looks really menacing, looks really good. But not only that, but the actual another great thing is this right here. They actually got oh no, what is that? They actually got these guys right here. Wait. Oh, wait. That one, sorry. Okay. So they got this. Why and wow, guys. Because we all know Pinocchio has a cricket friend. I forgot his name. But Robert England, Freddy Krueger himself, is going to be a part of the movie. Not as an actor though, but he is going to be. Whoa, what's going on? Okay. What's going on? Huh. Okay, guys. For some reason my YouTube's going out. Okay. Sorry about that, mate. What's going on? If I log out, it's gonna cancel my live stream. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on here? Am I still live, guys? Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. That was super weird. Super weird. Okay. So we're back at it. Okay. What was that? Okay. Okay. So Robert, okay, let me get back at it. So Robert Englund, so it says here, Pinocchio slasher film from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey team casts horror vets Robert Englund and Richard Brake exclusive. Hi. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on with Google Chrome. Go back to my live stream, see if everything's okay. And make sure see everything's okay. 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 All right, let's do this again. Let's do this again. Okay. So the filmmaker is working on Strong. Okay, yes, we know that. It's gonna be talk about Pinocchio and Strong. So they say here, Variety has the first limit for the next movie twisted public domain horror universe this morning, while also revealing that Robert Englund has joined the cast. The horror legend is reportedly playing the role of the iconic character Cricket. Additionally, Richard Brake, who's from Three from Hell, will be starring as puppet master Geppetto. Frank Waterfield is directing an upcoming Pinocchio horror film for Gag Edge production with makeup Todd Masters, who's from the Child's Play, Underworld Awakening, and Slither, tasked with creating the film's sinister Pinocchio doll. The 40 practical puppet can be glimpsed in a shot above, which was first shared by Variety this morning. Frank Waterfield tells BD this film will embrace practical effects at every opportunity, ranging from the doll itself to the title card of the film, having a budget significantly significantly higher than the last film, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. um